welcome back to Velvet Venus. I am doing this with no freaking visual, just because. So, the title of this message is, it was a number of things that I could have titled this as, but we're going to go with Spirit uses you as bait for the kill. And so what it makes me think about is how a fisherman uses different types of bait when they are aware of what type of catch they want to catch. The fisherman knows their bait. They know their bait and they know what they want to catch. Okay? So they know what type of fish they want. And they know the fish so much that they know what the fish will go for. If you have been under heavy attack, I'm talking about left and right, everywhere you turn, there is a obstacle to overcome. There is a challenge to figure out. There is a roadblock when the road looked clear. And once you got to walking on that road, boom, a roadblock, boom, another roadblock. If you have been experiencing these type of things, physically, financially, health-wise, in any type of category, this could definitely, especially if you're overcoming, if you continue to overcome the challenges, if you continue to, when you feel like you're stuck, you become unstuck, and then damn, another block. If you are experiencing these type of things where, yes, you are being challenged, but then you win the challenge, you see the obstacles, and then you figure out how to get over the obstacle, this is your message. This message is not for those of you all who are continuing to be in the same cycle of problems. If you have yet to figure out or get released from said obstacle, I don't think this is your message. But at the end of the day, you get to decide what you want to listen to, okay? There may be some things in this message overall that resonates, but for the most part, I'm talking to a collective of people that have been under unsurmountable attacks where they have no other choice but to lean into their spirituality, lean into their sovereignness, lean into the arms of their benevolent and elevated ancestors, lean into them learning more about protections and cleansing and purifying themselves, leaning into more of a disciplined life, a more concentrated, focused life. I'm talking to you all. These messages that I'm talking about when I speak about death, physical death, spiritual death, when I speak about divine justice and I speak about karma and all these things, these messages have been coming at me full force for maybe almost 2 years now. And it's a lot of messages that I don't post because I feel I know how I am. And when it comes to my work ethic, I like to know what I need to do, and then I like to get it done. So sometimes I can be very direct without being sensitive. And when you are talking about things like death and hurt and harm and things happening to people, you have to have some level of responsibility when it comes to sensitivity and empathy. And I am a very empathetic person, but at the same time, I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, so the message. I'm going to talk about me personally, although I don't like to add me personally into these messages that I give because I want you to fully see yourself within the message. But this particular message, I am going to talk about me personally. When I tell you I have been getting attacked left and right and left, to the point where I literally blocked everybody. I had to. I blocked some loved ones out of protection for them and otherwise. When I tell you I blocked my entire immediate family, my mother, my dad, my sisters, my brother, I let go of my lover. I let go of my closest friend. And that has caused me tremendous heartbreak. But I understand where I am spiritually with the divine. I understand who I am in the divine. And when it's time to go to war, you do not put your loved ones on Front Street. When I'm thinking about Sparta, so when men went to war, their families were left behind. And I didn't understand why Spirit kept telling me to block these people. These are my loved ones. A couple of them I don't get along with. Some of them I will never see eye to eye when it comes to spirituality and religion. Some of them are so confused as to who I am and that I'm part of the family because I'm so weird and strange and I'm not like the others of my family. But all yet and still, they are my loved ones. And if you find yourself being told by the divine, by God, by Most High, by Mother, that you got to disconnect, you got to let go. And yes, it's going to look like you're standing alone, but I promise you, you will find out that you are far from alone. What has happened since I physically disconnected and blocked myself from everybody is I am able to channel even clearer with some of my oldest ancestors have come to visit me. Even ancestors that I have not physically met. I have so many, I'm going to say legions because I don't know any other word right now and I want to kind of make this quick than what it's going to be. Legions of protectors that surround me, that enforce on my behalf. And I would not have known this because I would have been busy doing other things with other people and activities and all the such. When you are spiritual bait, you are like no other. And sometimes you have to keep getting attacked and attacked and attacked until it shakes you, your spirit body, shakes and verbiates that you are not just being attacked because you are a nobody. It is because you are a somebody in these spiritual realms. And the fact that you are still here should let you know how powerful you were made to be and how entrusted you are with the power that's been given to you, the spiritual power, the financial power, the physical power that's been given to you. There are people that are angry, mad, and enraged that they can no longer control you, change you, tame you, rearrange you, overpower you, dominate you. And these are also some of the reasons why the attacks are constant as well. One of the attacks that I got was a part of my tax refund was stolen. A part of my tax refund was stolen. And the people that orchestrated it, one of the persons, she had been doing my taxes for several years. So there was trust there. And my intuition was just firing off when it came to this season. And Spirit had told me, no, don't go back to her. And I was so frustrated because I'm like, okay, well, who, you tell me not to go back to the person, but who should I go to when it's getting down to the wire? Where I'm like, dang, I need to run my taxes. I need to, go and take care of this because I told y'all, whatever's on my to-do list, I like to knock it down, get it done out the way, I went back to her, y'all. And as I'm asking her questions, my intuition is just going off like, girl, no, don't, no. And I told her, I said, listen, no, I'm going to wait. Let me figure some things out. And I will give you the go ahead, when I come back to you. If I don't come back to you, then you ain't got to go ahead to complete my taxes. Well, they didn't listen to that. Supposedly during that text back and forth, they had already filed my stuff without my permission, without my authorization. How can you sign documents on my behalf without a PIN number from me to authorize that? So I'm gonna jump up out of that, but and I didn't know how much they were charging. And I kept asking her, how much you gonna charge? How much you gonna charge? How much you gonna charge? She never got back to me. When I tell you they took almost $2,000 out of my tax refund, and then said, we'll give you $300 back. When I tell you, it took everything in me not to go on site. I knew if I showed up at that office, the Artesia from Chicago would come out. Southside. I knew if I got them on the phone, I was going to show out. And rightfully so. So I told them, everything that we talk about is going to be either by text or email. They thought that I was being rude and disrespectful because I wouldn't talk to them over the phone. No. I'm protecting myself. I'm emotionally disciplining myself during this time of chaos with y'all. And I'm keeping records of everything that we all saying back. I'm saying all this because if you are under attack, if you feel like things are constantly, you're getting hit, you got to figure out a way to still be you in the midst of the chaos. You cannot let things come in and reverberate, vibrate, shake, rattle, and roll your spirit body. I took control of the back and forth by saying we're going to text or email. Which one would you prefer? Because you will not get me on the phone and you will not get me in person. Because I know me. Aries rising, baby, Scorpio stellium. I would have, baby, they would have saw a whole different version of me that you two don't even get. Aries rising, Scorpio stellium. Stop playing with me. I went ahead and filed complaints with the FTC, the Attorney General, and the IRS. And the next step is going to be small claims. This is how I'm choosing to war with these people. And of course, a couple other things. But I'm not going to do verbal assaults with you. You're not going to get that out of me. You're not going to shake me and break me and get me caught up in texting you crazy stuff, because that's who you are. That's the type of opponent that you are. That's not the type of opponent that I am. So what I'm saying is, if you feel like you are indeed spiritual bait and you find yourself in situations where you always get up out of it, you're just not quite sure why divine allows you to be in it, it's because you're spiritual bait. And Spirit is using you to bring those entities to an end. Those entities that live alive in people that walk amongst us each day, every night, each day and night, doing the most absurd things, evilish things, wicked things to people they say they love. You are being used as spiritual bait. You are being used as spiritual bait for these persons or people to receive divine justice. And you cannot fuck up divine's plan because you want to act out. Not saying that you would, but this is just a warning. Because you want to show these people that you can get with it like they can get with it. You can cuss good as they can cuss. No. Divine has a job to do through you. If you know that you are spiritual bait, divine has a job to do through you. And you cannot allow entities, chaos, to disturb your calm, to shake your ground. No, you seize the moment and you take control and you dominate. That is part of your spiritual power. Me telling those people, I will not talk to you on the phone. There will be no type of conversation verbally where it's not documented. They were pissed off. Do you hear me? But that was for my protection, because if this has to go to the courts, I have all the documents I need via text. That this was the back and forth between all the three of us. And when I tell you, I am constantly being shown. In particular, they keep showing me a black woman. It's a black woman. She's literally, her face is hitting the ground. And as she's passing away, as she's dying, she's either thinking of you, she sees you on the TV, she sees you on the phone. Somehow she's either thinking of you in her mind's eye, or she sees you on the TV screen or the phone, and she's thinking about you as she's dying away. This woman represents the entity that did everything in their might, their power, their knowledge to hold you back from something, to stop you from doing something, to stop you from seeing something, to know something, to stop you from being financially equipped, financially stable, financially sound, to stop you from going to school. It is so many things that these type of entities will choose to assign themselves to stop people that are spiritually inclined and are called to be spiritual bait, to stop them from doing certain things. But we have to be the wiser. And if you are still listening to this message, then yes, you are the chosen that divine has chosen to work in part, in sync with the divine, with the spiritual courts, so that karma can come to pass, so that divine justice can be served as it should, to balance out the energies in this world, in your life, in your descendants to come lives, in your bloodline. This is so much bigger than me, than you. This is so much bigger than we could ever imagine. When you think about how one life can affect another life, and it can also affect millions of other lives. Just one life. So yes, the divine takes it beyond seriously when we are wounded, when we are hurting, when we have been harmed, when we have been when people steal from us and take from us, especially in our weakest hour. I don't ever want anyone listening to this to think that you are alone and that the Most High, God, Source, Mother Earth doesn't care and doesn't see. It is false. I was going to say falsehood. It is false and it's a lie. There was a woman that was crying out on TikTok yesterday, and I cried with her because I'm like, girl, woo, you hitting, you touching my heart, girl. She was talking about single parenting as a mother and how she just gets up every day and she keeps trying and trying and trying and trying and trying. She's tired of being strong. And she's just tired. And I resonate with that so much. I resonate with that as a mother so much. When it feels like only you can do what needs to be done. It feels like you can't even ask for help because nobody else has the resources to help you but you. You're the only one, for whatever reason, can go get these resources, receive. You are chosen, babe. You are the chosen. You are, listen, oh my God, I'm getting another vision. Y'all, my shadow work continues, okay? I struggle so much with delivering diabolical, harsh messages. The ego in me is like, hell yeah, let's do that shit. But the mother in me, the empath in me, the Libra side of me, Libra stellium, I'm very sensitive. Even when you wrong, I'm fucking sensitive. And I hate that shit, but I am. Even when I know you wrong, you dog wrong, I can still feel you. And these are parts of my shadows that I still have to work on. And there's going to come a time where I have to deliver these these harsh, diabolical messages because we, me, you, collective, cannot keep getting injured physically and spiritually. It is time for us to shield ourselves, cleanse ourselves, redirect ourselves if need be, and concentrate on what is best for us at this time. To all the empaths, it's time to be ever more empathetic on yourself than anyone else at this time. Rest and sleep are so vital at this time. I don't know when you're going to get your next blessing. I don't know when you're going to get your next financial windfall. I don't know when you're going to get that approval letter or that call to say, you know what, we got you. I don't know. All I know is what I can give you today in this message. Y'all, they are showing me a vision of Mr. Rump. Okay, Mr. Rump. Okay, I'm in Texas. And I've been here for almost 11 years. And Texas has reached it's about to reach its boiling point of racial tension. All the things. And I'm telling you that I see 3 to 4 entities are literally, it's like they're going to literally drop out of the sky, but they're showing me visions of like the one of these big, huge statues literally tumbling down, falling down out of nowhere. Nothing hit it, nothing touched it, and it just falls. Oh my God, please help me explain this. When I brought up Mr. Rump, I was talking about, what I was getting ready to talk about was how this entity, Mr. Rump, is being fed so much hatred. So it's literally the shadows of the United States feeding itself to Mr. Rump. If you understand, you understand, y'all. I'm really done with trying to break things down itty bitty to people. Like, my collective will get this. This person can only outwardly express so much hatred and venom until the empire falls. The reason why there's such a fear for Mr. Rump to fall is because Mr. Rump is representation of every bloodline, every ancestor, oh my God, that has used, I don't know how I'm gonna say this, y'all. The United States shadows to build up their bloodline. To use the privileges. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to say this. It is the tumbling down of an empire. It is the lightning crashes. That song "Lightning Crashes" is playing. It is the collapse, the fall of an empire, the fall of over 400 year contract. These people are going to turn inward on themselves. I want to say that you all have nothing to worry about. You gotta keep the focus on you. You cannot, that's why I feel like all these attacks are just spiritual strength training activities. Because once you can handle combat, spiritual combat, back to back to back to back to back, and then when this empire falls, it won't shake you. It won't rattle your nervous system. You will come out strong and mighty. I hope this all makes sense, and if it doesn't, it's fine. My intention is that this message finds who it needs to find, whether it's one person, 2 people, 3 people, a dog, a cat. I don't care. My job is done, which is to make the video, speak the words as clear as possible, deliver it, and it's up to whoever sees my channel, resonates with my energy, to listen and act accordingly. I love you all so very much. I would ask that you please donate to me by way of donate to the channel by way of me. I don't know, girl. ADHD, autism, all this shit playing out right now. Dyslexia, shit, girl. All that shit playing out right now. Donate to me via Cash App, VeilVet. So that's VeilVet. It's just hashtag Velvet. Ain't no hashtag, girl. It's $ Velvet. VEIL. Girl, it's going to be in the description box. Why you doing all this? Girl, you exactly right. Y'all see what I'm talking about? I love you all so very much. Hopefully you guys came into some type of activation, some type of awareness, some type of confirmation, and maybe a little bit of laughter as well. I don't know when I'll be back again, but I will come back when I start to feel those nudges. When Spirit has something of importance to say, as Spirit always does. I thought about sharing some downloads that I got from my ancestors with the collective. They're very personal to me, so I may start crying when I share them. Because I got a Scorpio stellium and it makes me very emotional. And then my Virgo stellium be looking at my Scorpio stellium like, girl, would you just shut up? And then my Libra stellium kick in and be like, can we all just get along? So, and then Aries come in, my Aries rising come in and be like, fuck all this shit. Y'all sit down and shut the fuck up. I got this. When I tell you I be going through it, if I come across your energetic timeline, y'all send up a good prayer for me, okay? Send me an energetic blessing. Send me a energetic laughter towards my way. I love y'all so very much. All right, talk to you later.